Welcome to Chapter 4, Lab 2. In the previous video, I already shown you how to configure static routing. There are two types of routing, namely static and dynamic routing. There are many protocols in dynamic routing, but for the purpose of this class, I will show you how to configure RIP and OSPF routing protocol. And also, we'll talk about the two most commonly used dynamic routing. They are the RIP and OSPF routing protocol. RIP and OSPF are two interior gateway protocol, or IGP, that are commonly used in the computer networks. Routing information protocol, or RIP, is a method that the network uses a distant vector protocol, or simply the smaller number of hops to determine the transmission route. Open shortest path first, or OSPF, is a method that the network uses link state protocol, or simply the shortest path algorithm developed by Dijkstra to determine the transmission route. Let's look at the diagram below. Assuming that the top route or the path right here is using 1 gigabit transmission speed, and the bottom route using 100 megabit transmission speed. For the RIP protocol, if router 0 wants to transmit data or package to router 6, it will most likely use the bottom route because this one only have 3 hops. Now the top route have 4 hops. So for RIP protocol, it will use the bottom route. On the other hand, for the OSPF protocol, it will use the top route because the top route transmission speed is 1 gigabit. So transmit a package from route 0 to route 6 using the top route will be much faster than the bottom one because the bottom route is only using 100 megabit transmission speed. What's all the difference? Well, for the RIP, it uses vector-based protocol, and it only be able to use up to 15 router. In other words, anything past 15 hops or 15 router, the network will no longer work. On the other hand, the OSPF, it uses the link state protocol. Therefore, there's no maximum number of routers. RIP, slow convergence. OSPF, much faster in convergence. Now, for the RIP, every 30 seconds, the routing table on each router has to be updated. Again, every 30 seconds, the router update its routing table. Now, for the OSPF, it's only update the routing table when there is a change to the router. So if there's no change to the router, then the routing table will never be updated. As a result, it uses less bandwidth, and the RIP uses more bandwidth. In conclusion, RIP is more suitable for small network, and OSPF is more suitable for large enterprise network. All right, let's look at some example, or let's look at the configuration. Now we are going to configure RIP protocol, dynamic RIP protocol. What I'm going to do is to delete these two routers because they are already configured and we don't need them. So let's add 2 routers to this network. All right. Now I want to connect these 2 routers together. In doing so, since they are far apart, we're going to have to connect to the serial port. And this router do not have a serial port, so we need to insert or add the WIC module to it. All right, turn off the power, drag the WIC module to one of these slots. I'm going to use this side. Turn the power back on. Done with that one. And do the same thing for this. turn off the power switch right here to the router, drag this WIC card or module, insert it to this side of the slot, and turn back the power. Okay, I'm done with that. Then the next step is to connect these two routers together. All right, there you go. They are connected. And use cross cable to connect the switch on the left side to the router on the left side. And I'm going to connect the switch on the right side to the router on the right side as well. Now, the next step, what we want to do, we want to assign IP address to the router. And we'll see that on next video. Thank you.